Hi, my name is Ryan. I'll be giving a speech on how professional athletes can use their platform to spread and promote the gospel. So these are my three audience members. All right. Okay. So, first things first, God is a holy God. In Matthew 28, he commands us to spread his word and make it be known that he is the Savior of the universe. Okay. So, how much different is that for professional athletes? Professional athletes are called under the same oath that we are as Christians, and that is to spread the gospel to as many people as we possibly can in our lifetime. So, professional athletes inspire everyone in many different ways. I know, like, most of my friends have a professional athlete that they are inspired by. Most commonly, we see Odell Beckham Jr. as someone who's inspiration. We see quarterbacks, anybody, really any professional athlete, Olympians, soccer players, doesn't matter. And that literally just opens up the doors so much for Jesus. You can see how if that person lived their life according to the way that Jesus wanted them to, that would just open the doors for the gospel in many different ways. And that's what pretty much this speech is about. So personally in my life, I've been inspired to play football by many athletes. With that being said, my visual aid is a football. So the two people that really inspired me to play the game and like what position to play were Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders. Calvin Johnson is a wide receiver, and Barry Sanders was a running back. So Barry Sanders was a 5'9" kid who was very small throughout his high school and college career, but he was an absolute monster on the field. He had so many yards. He broke almost every single record at his college of choice. And same goes for Calvin Johnson. He wasn't small, but he did inspire me to play the game. Okay, so like I said, I was really small throughout my life, very small. I was 5'9", didn't weigh too much, but with that being said, that kind of scared me to play football. I was very terrified of the sport. But Barry Sanders really took a hold of me through like his YouTube videos and inspired me to play the game. So a few ways that athletes can use their platform to spread the gospel is just live a life that honors God, to lead by example. They could also give praise to God in all circumstances and give all the glory to Him. And they can also use their giant social media platform. So living a life that honors Him. Sticking out in a positive way can change lives, literally. I mean, you can see this in a normal basis. So if I live a life that honors God, that can maybe influence a non-believer to really just stick out and say, wow, there's something different about that guy. I want to know what it is. And also, that personal testimony, living a life that honors God, just is so powerful. Personally, I think personal testimony and sticking out is the most effective way to spread the gospel. Give praise to God in everything that you do. That is a huge way to spread the gospel. A huge way. We see examples of this in like Nick Foles in the Super Bowl when he gave his speech. He said, "Couldn't do this without my Father." And he was referring to God, obviously. He didn't say exactly that, but he was obviously referring to God. He said, "Couldn't do this without my Father God in heaven." And that was just so powerful. Everybody in the room that was watching the game, watching that speech, we just erupted with applaud. And that just reached so many people and just spread the gospel and showed that Nick Foles could put himself here so that way he could put Jesus here. And there's an insanely good example of how we can spread, or professional athletes can spread the gospel, and in doing so would honor God. In the same exact way, you can reach other professional athletes as a professional athlete. You can reach other professional athletes who are maybe non-believers. I guarantee you, Nick Foles, people like Odell Beckham Jr., who are actively, bragging, not necessarily bragging, but talking about their religion and talking about Jesus, obviously have a huge impact on their fellow teammates. Okay, the biggest thing that professional athletes get just naturally is a huge platform. They get so much attention from the media, social media, television, it doesn't matter. Odell Beckham Jr. has 10.4 million followers on Instagram. And he constantly posts about God's love. And almost every single post that he has is all about how God has given him this opportunity. And it's just amazing to see God's love and how effective the gospel is. You can go through the comments and you can see people giving him like, wow, you're such a good guy. I can't believe that you give God all the glory. And it's really just amazing to see. And that's such an effective way to spread the gospel. Okay. So, in conclusion, living a life that honors God is an excellent way to spread the gospel. And so is giving all the glory to him, like we saw Nick Foles do in the Super Bowl. And also using your platform that you have on social media, on television, on any type of media is a great way to spread the gospel. Thank you very much.